Welcome back to One in a Million. This is part 6. I kind of put a little warning on this one on the entry. It is a little bit graphic. I'm going to show you some cuts of an MRI. What I'd like to do briefly, though, before I do that, is remind you, or at least inform you if you haven't seen all of them, that this is all basically the results of almost 43 years of the Veterans Administration just not being honest, in my case. I don't believe, with the exception of the doctor in Fayetteville, Arkansas, that ordered the injections. But anyway, Dr. Quasman, I'm going to show you these MRIs. He didn't look at them. I don't know that he's ever looked at them. I'm going to show you a picture. This is a warning of the buttocks area. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. But I want you to see as best you can in the picture. It's just not that good, but it shows the crushed gluteal muscle. And the MRIs will show the gluteal muscle. It will also show the deformed spine. And you'll also notice the butt crack has this S to it, which is basically the effect of the spine. It's basically all the effect of the crushed gluteal muscle. And you also have to remember the surgery was basically to relieve the pressure on the sciatic and femoral nerves because of this deformed spine. On the inside, it's basically pinching where these nerves come out. And so the doctor had to go in and fix that along with other things and infuse L4 and L5, and you'll see that as well. So let's just go to that. So what I'm going to show you are, these are the CDs you get when you go in for an MRI or X-rays anymore, CAT scans. And I don't know if you can read it or not, but this is from the Chandler Regional Hospital. I'm trying to see if you can actually read that. But this was done on April 17th of 2008. And that's one we're going to look at. I'm going to download it, and then we'll take a look at the actual pictures, and I'll do a run up the spine with a couple of them. One in a million. I wanted to show... these are MRI cuts that were taken April 17th of 2008. So about 6 months after the surgery of October 1st, 6.5 months. And what you're looking at on this are two cuts that were taken. They may look a lot alike, but they're not. The importance of these cuts is basically, so you can kind of see, if you can see the arrow going across on the left side here, you can see that the body is square, but you can also see that if you drew a straight line down through the spine, you can see how deformed the spine is at this point. Same thing on this side. This, by the way, is the left side over here, and the right side, the L&R. Again, the body is erect as it can be, and if you were to draw a straight line, the spine is deformed quite dramatically. So I'm going to change views, then we'll get back to this in just a second. Okay, again, this is 2008, and where we're at right here is just about where the depression is that you'll see in a few minutes. So again, this is the left side over here. There's the spine, and as we go up through, this side actually will show you the screws. I have a hard time seeing them in the viewer, but they're going to look better on the tape, I'm sure. But again, you'll see how the spine deforms. You can see how bad it's getting as it goes through. So we're getting higher now above that area, up around L4, I'm sorry, L5 to L4. Now you can see those dark shadows right here are the screws. That are kind of holding my spine together. Now, if this made you squeamish, I apologize, but this is kind of, again, So if you take a look at the deformed spine, and you can see it's pretty well deformed. This one doesn't show it as bad as the other one did. No, I don't think it does. I just need to get to that view. Anyway, we'll get away from this. It kind of shows what I wanted to show. Those black dots you see, by the way, right here, those are the screws that are holding the steel rods that are locking up L4 and L5. So these are the lower lumbars right in here. And you can see how it goes, and it comes over to the side, then comes back up instead of being a nice, if I can do it, nice straight line. Well, let's see, we'll go from the middle on up. Just briefly, there's a side view so you can see the screws on one side of the vertebrae. I think the 2010 MRI showed it a little bit better, but just give you an idea of what had to be done. This might be a little easier to see. Again, here are the screws, and then if you look over here, you can see all that was kind of tore up to get in there for the surgeon to be able to get in and do his job. And it's fairly deep in the body. As you can see, all the spine down where it comes into the sacral area really comes in far into the body, into the center of the trunk. I kind of decided, instead of doing a live, I'd show you a picture that I've sent to some people. Probably not much different than seeing your plumber working underneath your counter. As you can see up in here, you can see the scars from the surgery in 2007, the dimples. This area right here is that crushed gluteal muscle, and it's kind of hard to tell from a picture, but it'd be just as difficult. But I think you can see how it's impressed in. It looks like a V. This is what Dr. Quasman determined was a scar from where they drained the massive hematomas. The butt crack, as you can see, makes kind of an S, and it goes a little bit more pronounced as it goes down. But it's certainly not the typical plumber's view. So, and Dr. Quasman made no comment about that. And then he lied about, I'm sorry, but you can't be a doctor for as long as that man's been a doctor and call that a scar. I don't think, really. So anyway, enough of that. Okay, now you've seen for yourself. Basically, you've seen what Dr. Quasman saw. I doubt you saw a scar. I'm sure you saw the deformed gluteal muscle that he refuses to even accept, even though my doctors have documented it. It was documented in the 1966 medical report. There were no drained hematomas. That would be documented as well, and it's not, and there were none. I would have known that, trust me. There would have been bandages, there'd be scars. There are no scars. Not from that anyway, from the surgery in 2007, yes. It's hard to believe a doctor could see that damage, see the muscles, how they've gathered up over to the part, they've deformed the butt crack, and not want to see the MRIs that he knows are available. He just doesn't look at them. And then just defy logic, ethics, morals, and everything else, and just doesn't mention the fact that they're there. I know that I need help, and I know all of us do. Again, I'm one in a million. So I'm really asking you to share this information. You've seen some more evidence here, and on the next one I'm gonna play some tapes I made, some recorded conversations that will show you how corrupt Jeffrey McAdams is, the guy at the VA, the service center manager. So until next time, again, thanks for watching. Leave your comments, share this with a friend, share it with vets. We need your help, and thank you very much.